Hello, this is Shri Tanendar.
Hey, Shri. All right.
Welcome to the program. Welcome to the Jazz Cabbage Cafe.
Thank you. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, you're on the air right now, and really appreciate the fact that you have some time to spend with us today. And I was able to see you and hear your views Saturday night in Okemos at a Am I Legalized networking event, and I was really impressed. I was particularly impressed about one of the things that you had to say, but please, if you don't mind, let us know why we should support you in this cannabis community.
Well, sure. You know, I am a progressive candidate. I am perhaps the most progressive gubernatorial candidate and the only gubernatorial candidate that voted for Bernie Sanders. Okay. And I think I look at the marijuana legalization from 2 points of view. The major issue is, see, I'm a scientist. I'm a PhD chemist. And I look at science, and I look at the scientific research done on cannabis and the medicinal effects of it and the usefulness of it and how it has provided relief to a number of medical conditions. Right. So I think, and I also look at it from personal freedom point of view, and it is important that if that is the desire of a large majority of Michiganders, then we must honor that. And so I am fully, wholeheartedly, and proud to support legalization of recreational marijuana. And I think the revenues that it will generate will help improve our education system, help provide the needed funds for roads and infrastructure improvement.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And appreciate that view and understanding, going on to understand what it means. That's why a lot of us really like to hear you talk about this issue, and appreciate your support. Now, you said you went on Saturday night to mention that you would consider looking at people who have had cannabis convictions over the years, and maybe define exactly what you mean by that. But
Sure. Be happy to.
Sure.
One of the problems we have is our criminal justice system. Michigan spends way too much money on prisons. Over $2 billion are spent on our correction system. And what I find is that a lot of, the amount of money we spend per prisoner is about $40,000 a year. And the amount of money we spend per student is about $9,000 a year, which to me doesn't make any sense. So we need to decriminalize marijuana. There is no reason for people, non-violent offenders, to be spending time for small possession issues. And I would like to look into, as a governor, I would like to look into legalities of, pardoning some of the non-violent offenders.
Yes.
So I would seriously look into that, and as part of the decriminalization effort, I want to help, give people a second chance. And I want to help the returning citizens acquire skill sets, whether it's technical education, vocational skills, so that they can become productive members of the society.
No, that's excellent. That really stood out to me when you talked about that the other night, and I'm glad that you went through that again for us. So you brought up many other things in your platform kind of related with social justice issues and environmental issues. You want to throw in a couple of those aside from cannabis that people may want to consider with your candidacy?
Yes. And, people can see more of that on my website. My website is Shri, my first name, SHRI, 2018.com, Shri2018.com. And you can see in our Facebook is Shri for MI. So you could see the various videos and information that we have on our Facebook and on our website. But I am really concerned about the quality of water in Michigan. We are a beautiful state. We have great natural resources, and we need to protect those. And that starts with keeping our Great Lakes clean and pure. And to that end, I will shut down Line 5, Enbridge Line 5, which is a ticking time bomb. This is a pipeline that's more than 60 years old, and we cannot afford to have that pipeline bust and contaminate the Great Lakes. So I would immediately want to shut that down. I want to close down for-profit charter schools. It is my opinion and belief that no corporation should profit, including people like Betsy DeVos, to profit from public school dollars. And so I would not allow for-profit charter schools. I will put more money into our education system, and I would I support strongly a single-payer health care system. We need to take care of Michiganders. We need to do increased coverage because both education and health care is not a privilege. It is a fundamental right of every Michigander, and we need to work towards making education accessible and making education affordable. So regardless of a family's financial strength. And I want to, same way, make healthcare a human right and be available to Michiganders.
That's excellent. You also mentioned a story about recognizing those who have supported you and utilizing some of the revenue generation from your company to really demonstrate to those who have been a part of your team how much that means to you, and I think that helps put into perspective what kind of guy you are. I was impressed by that.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Nowadays it has become very fashionable to talk about being progressive, but I think it's important to see what kind of a life a person has lived. And I grew up in poverty. Education was the ladder for my success. And I've achieved my American dream, but the American dream is fading for too many people, and it's fading all over Michigan. So because this country and this great state of ours has given me so much, I am motivated to give back. I want to give back to Michigan. And as a part of that, I had a very good, profitable business that I sold last year. 2 years ago, and I took $1.5 million of that money and I distributed to all of my 50 employees. And when companies are sold, usually the presidents and the CFOs get the big money. The way I distributed this money was distributed not on their title or their position, but based more on the length of service. So Katie, my administrative assistant who worked the longest, got $107,000 bonus. And many other people got such bonuses, that too. And that was my way of thanking them and, honoring them for being part of our success story.
I don't think that kind of thing happens enough, and I think that helps to put in perspective you put your money where your mouth is. And appreciate it. And I really appreciate, as we have to wrap this up, your attention to detail of understanding the issues of legalization and your support for it. And when we were crafting the CRMLA, the legalization proposal that we're waiting to get word from the Secretary of State to officially be on the ballot, we wanted to include expungement. But it turned out by evaluation of some of the elections attorneys and so forth that it leaves it too risky for challenges, and so it was not included. So your discussion of looking at the pardons for cannabis convictions under certain circumstances is something that's very appealing, I think, to a lot of us, and that's appreciated as well. You let people know how they can get in touch with you, how they can help you out, where you may be soon, and anything else that you'd like to say.
Well, the best thing to do would be to reach our website, Shri 2018, SHRI2018.com, or our Facebook, Shri for MI. But we're looking for volunteers. We're looking for a lot of help because I am fighting an establishment candidate. And I think it is important that Democrats win the 2018 gubernatorial election so we can take the state back, move it from all the way to the right that the Republicans have taken this to a more progressive state, a more inclusive state, because we want to make sure our economy works for all of us, not just the top 1%. So we would like help. We would like any donations, any volunteering, anything that you could do to make help us win this Democratic primary and also help us beat Attorney General Bill Schuette so that we can bring progressive ideas and make Michigan a progressive state.
Yes. No BS.
Good.
Yes.
No
Good.
BS.
No BS.
Right.
For sure.
So, hey, thank you very much, Shri. We wish you the best. We're going to check in with you, keep updated. Hopefully you'll be back on. I know we'll cross paths at some events, and we really appreciate your message and your support for our issue. Thank you very much.
Very proud to do that. Very, very happy and very proud to do that. Good luck with everything and getting it on the ballot and passing it. And I will, as a governor, I will always be supportive.
Excellent. Thank you very much again, and hopefully we'll hear from you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.